right now preparing for the race in which he is the favorite. Like the man who won the 100 meters, he is from the Ukraine. In lane 2, we're going to have Dieter Fromm of East Germany, another very strong runner. In lane 3, Dave Waddle with the golf cap from the United States. Next to him in lane 4, Robert Uko of Kenya. All of these men could win the gold medal. Then we have Andy Carter of Great Britain. He also a very strong runner. Franz Josef Kepper, the veteran from West Germany on home ground. And Mike Boyd, the surprise from Kenya. And on the outside, we have Kupchik the Pole. 2 laps around.
According to Dictionary.com, running is to go quickly by moving the legs more rapidly than a walk, and in such a manner that for an instant in each step, both feet are off the ground. Running is good competition, it is good for your health, and it's a great tool for all sports. It is also known to attract the best-looking athletes.
They run in lanes for the first 100 meters, and then they'll break. Boyd is looking strong again at the moment already. On the inside, we have Arjanov. Arjanov in the lead as they break, but Boyd on the outside is going for the lead right now. Uko, the other Kenyan, on the inside, and Waddle is way back exactly where he was in the semifinals.
The track shoe and the track are both made of synthesized plastics, which are both light and durable. Within a track shoe, there are 3 layers: the insole, the midsole, and the outsole. The insole is a thin layer of man-made ethyl vinyl acetate, or EVA. The outsole are usually made of hard carbon rubber or soft-blown rubber. The midsole, some manufacturers use a polyethylene sheath surrounding a gel or liquid silicone, for example, while others use polyethylene foam. On the bottom of the spike, all spikes have some sort of spike plate, depending on what event they are used for. Mechanical and chemical bonds within the nanotubes inside the spike plate increase its structural integrity and durability. The final part of the shoe is a spike that goes in the bottom. It is formed from the same nanotubes as the sole plate, but its length, taper, thickness, and groove topology are designed to provide the best penetration to exploit the elastic properties of the track surface. Track surfaces are all made either from BASF or Mondo. Mondo tracks are nicer and more expensive, while BASF are more cheaper and more commonly seen. Mondo tracks are carpets of plastic that are put down in such a way where the track will give a bounce back to the runner. Class 1 tracks consist of 5 layers of proprietary polymers.
I don't know right now whether he's just trying to stay out of trouble. It'll be a few more 100 yards before we know if Dave is seriously injured or really just lagging back to stay out of trouble. He's not too bad because it was quite a fast pace through that first 200 meters. And as we said, here go the Kenyans charging for the lead, coming up to the bell lap, Boyd and Uku.
Okay, and right with him is Andy Carter of Great Britain, Dieter Fromm of East Germany.
There are 2 types of running, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic running is when your muscles have sufficient amount of oxygen. When this reaction occurs, the only byproducts are CO2 and water. It is easy for our bodies to expel these byproducts and we feel good on these runs. Anaerobic running is when we do not have enough oxygen to create the energy that we desire for that certain strain on our body. In this reaction, water, carbon dioxide, and lactic acid are produced. This is where we start feeling tired and our legs start to feel heavy.
Those are the 4 right now. They're on the bell lap. The split is 52.3.
If Dave can just pull up here and get on the outside of Arzanov, he would have him boxed in perfectly. Let's hope Dave makes a move down this back stretch.
Pains that are most common during running are fatigue, soreness, and a burning sensation. When we run, we get tired because of the energy that is required for us to complete what we are doing. As we run and energy is produced, our sugar, oxygen, and fats deplenish, making us feel tired and without energy. Soreness is caused due to the fact that our muscles tear and inflammation occurs when we exercise with high intensity. The burning sensation is caused by the production of lactic acid. Lactic acid is produced from energy being created without enough oxygen being present. When this acid is created, it produces the hydronium ion, which is why we feel the burn.
Kenyon's running like a mirror reflection of each other in first and second.
There he
right
goes.
there with him.
There's Arzanov from the Soviet Union going up to the lead now.
There goes Arzanov, the favorite, taking the lead. Dave Waddle is making his bid. He's not in too bad position right now.
I think Dave's in great position on this. At this point, he's in perfect position on the outside. Good striking distance to this last 100, 200 meters.
We can only run because we produce the energy to run. There are multiple different ways that our bodies can produce energy. First, and most importantly, we have to consume enough carbohydrates and fats in order to create fuel for our bodies. When food enters our body, it breaks down to glucose, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water, and energy. The bonds in glucose are then broken down by the enzyme amylase and stored in the bloodstream. The sugar will then be stored as glycogen and used later. When the body needs to create energy, it will locate the glycogen in the liver and convert it to ATP. Adenosine triphosphate is a bonding of adenosine molecules and 3 phosphate molecules. Energy is created when one of the phosphate bonds breaks and becomes adenosine diphosphate, where only 2 phosphates exist. When the other phosphate breaks off, leaving only 1 phosphate, it becomes adenosine monophosphate and releasing energy for the muscle. The two processes to form energy are glycolysis and lipolysis. Glycolysis is when glycogen breaks down in the presence of oxygen, therefore releasing energy. This process is used first and usually doesn't require that much energy. When more energy is needed, lipolysis occurs, which is when triglycerides get converted into energy. This can occur through beta oxidation and the Krebs cycle.
Stand by for the kick of Dave Waddle. If he's got it, he could make it. But he's got to catch Arzanov and the Kenyons. And here he comes. This is the bid for a gold medal of Dave Waddle. He's got one Kenyon.
I think he's going to get it.
Make it. I think he did it. Dave Waddle won the gold medal. The man who came out of nowhere in the U.S. Olympic trials. The man who then got married, and some people said he should have gotten married. It was going to ruin him. He came up with 2 bad knees. He couldn't train for weeks. And he has come in and won the gold medal, the first tremendously exciting moment in track for the United States in these Olympic Games.